tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the big show. This is the finally Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host. You all should know this by now. The one, the only, Philly Pete. The only one in the world. The only one on X. The only one on every app out there. Come on in. It's Friday. We're having fun. I just poured myself a suffering bastard. Those that never heard of it, it's delicious. I'm trying to do like some different like recipes, considering that this weekend is going to be absolutely a snow fest besides tomorrow. I mean, it feels like summer right now. 45 degrees. You kidding me right now? Before it drops down to like single digits and negative wind chills. I mean, early next week. So I'm having fun. So work was crazy. I'm back. I'm here. Got home just in time for you guys. Don't mind the minute or two lateness. Okay, it happens. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, like I'm wearing my work attire right now. I mean, I literally walked in from work not 5 minutes ago just to get on with you guys. But yeah, it's Friday. Hope you all are having a phenomenal start to your weekend. Okay, we killed the week. Week went by pretty fast, I thought. But we're here. We're live. We have a lot of action coming up this upcoming weekend. A lot of hockey tomorrow. You get into the divisional round playoffs in the NFL, Houston, Kansas City, and you have Washington and Detroit. Sunday, you have the Birds and the Rams, and you have the Bills and the Ravens. What else more do you need for an upcoming weekend? Get snowed in and watch some good sports this weekend because I cannot wait. I'm excited. Let the 5 inches fall down. I don't care. It'll get shoveled. I'll take care of it. But, hopefully everyone's getting home from work safe. Be responsible out there to those that are going out tonight after work, drinking a little bit. Always be careful. Slick roads, okay? Snow's going to melt from last night, but, those that are in better weather conditions than I am, just either way, be responsible. It's Friday. It's Freaky Friday. It's finally Friday. We killed the work week, and we're time to party a little bit. That's the mood I'm in right now, really. Last night, another great night in the books for the clients. We had a wonderful, wonderful evening in hockey. Those that tuned into my show, the 400 or 500 of you that tuned in, we had a wonderful evening. We really did. Cashed out the Red Wings money line at plus 220. We cashed out the Kings puck line at plus 270. I mean, what can I say? Thursday night was a great night. We were rocking this entire week. So, I'm telling you, if you want a great breakdown, there's plenty of great hockey cappers out there. A lot of them don't have shows, but to those that do, ice guys, Ian Cameron, Alex B. Smith, great guys. Okay. Andrew McGinnis, okay, with Wager Talk. He has a great show as well. All right. Include me in there with them too. Okay. Because you really don't see a lot of hockey shows out there that strictly cap the world of hockey and bring out free plays, let alone pretty much do a full-on analysis of every game possible for that evening, So, but yeah, listen, I appreciate each and every one of you out there. I'm just excited and having fun. But yeah, hopefully everyone's getting their drink of choice ready. Last night was red hot. We got 2 games tonight, nothing crazy, but I do have a client play out there tonight, and I'm probably going to be nice and give that to everybody here tonight that tunes into the show. Why not? Tomorrow's a full card. We got a lot of units going out tomorrow as well. But for tonight, it's Friday. Not so much of a freaky Friday, but for hockey, we'll tone it down a little bit with one play for tonight because that's all we have. That's all the clients have. Out of the 2 games, we have 1 play, and that is it. So, but I'll give you guys the full details of that later on in the show. But yeah, getting introduced to a couple new drink recipes. So this Suffering Bastard is an ounce of gin, ounce of whiskey, a little bit of lemon or lime juice, and some ginger ale. So, I mean, this is, I'm not a big gin fan, but this is actually a really damn delicious drink. So, had a sip or 2 already, fired up, I'm ready to go, so all is good. All is swell in the world of Philly Pete. So, so last night, all right, so we'll go through last night real quick. All right. So with what we talked about, Tampa, they won. We hit the over in that game last night. Okay. The over cashed out, first period over cashed out. We were a little bit short on that Columbus San Jose over. That's okay. Washington, the under cashed, and so did the Capitals. We hit that one. Detroit, we hit on the money line at plus 225 and the full game over 5.5. That was just as easy as it gets there. What else do we have? Toronto finally came through at plus odds. Philadelphia came through with plus odds. A lot of dogs that I said that we're going to hit last night. So when I mean that we're rolling, So the over cash in that game, but it was good to see the Flyers plus 120, Leafs plus 110. The first period over in Chicago, Nashville finally loses. All right, 11 of 12 or 12 of 13 that hit the first period over came short last night. We had a 1-0 lead with about half a period left and just could not get another goal in that game. Wild stats, absolutely wild. But on that note, Calgary, St. Louis went under. Okay, we hit that for the under 5.5. It looked ugly in the start, but we hit the under. Lost Calgary money line. Winnipeg came through in the under. Rangers, we hit on the money line and the full game over. Colorado blew a 3-0 lead. All right, so we lost the money line there. However, we hit the first period over, full game over in that game. So that was a nice way to kind of start the late night cap as well. And then last but not least, we might have lost the under 5.5 in the Kings Canucks, but that plus 240, we cashed out for the puck line for the Kings. I mean, that was a hell of a night. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chat's open. We got 2 games. Let me know what you like. College basketball going on tonight as well. Nothing crazy in the world of college basketball, let alone in sports. I know Fridays is a big, NBA sort of evening, but nothing too particular in terms of what I like. So, we'll talk some sports now. We'll talk some sports now. A little bit of headlines. All right. So this is an interesting quote here. So Saquon Barkley questions Jared Verse about calling out Eagles fans. That makes no sense at all. So Saquon Barkley doesn't believe that Rams edge rusher Jared Verse did himself any favors by declaring that he hates Eagles fans in front of the fans. You're going to get hatred for that. He's just trying to stir the pot. Typical people trying to come into Philly, stir the pot. Let the field do the work. Let the players do the work. Let Philly do the work. All right, Rams can't play in the snow. We know that. All right, we know that. LA coming to Philly. I mean, good luck. I'm just saying. It might be a close game, but with the wintry conditions, they're not used to that. So Southern Cali boys are not used to the East Coast, Northeast Coast, Northeast region weather when it comes to snow, when it comes to cold. They want that 60, 70, 80 degree weather. They want to stay warm. That's Cali life for you, man. But, I just can't wait. I cannot wait for this game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping the Eagles destroy the Rams. No offense, but I think they will. So we'll see what happens. But we'll get more involved with some NFL. All right. Zay Flowers out for the Ravens. Doubtful to face the Bills. Word is on it. They were trying to work out his knee, but it wasn't adapting well to what he wanted to. So that's a I don't want to say it's a big loss, but they have other weapons out there. But in terms of receiver, he is the WR1. He is the wide receiver 1 for Baltimore. Now you're playing. You're not playing Pittsburgh, but you're playing Buffalo now. In Buffalo, you need your primetime players to step up. This would have been a great game for him to come back to, but knowing Lamar, this is a big test for him. A big test, and they're favored by a point. This is going to be a fun game. It's going to be a really fun game to watch. All right, and on that note here we go. All right, Houston, Kansas City. All right, and we all know, I'm going to go by each game here and give you guys what I like. Kansas City is now 7.5. I did tell you guys that this line was going to move either towards KC or towards Houston. It has moved towards Houston's way. Went from 8.5 on Monday to now 7.5. Over-under is now at 42.5 from 41.5. Houston is plus 380 on the money line. You could probably get near 400. Kansas City anywhere between minus 550 and minus 600 on the money line. Now, don't get me wrong. All right, I love upsets. Kansas City is undefeated at home, 8-0. They're due for a loss. They should have lost a couple of home games this year, let alone in general. They should have lost a couple of games this year. Thank you to the refs there. But if Stroud can somehow keep his ground, all right, and I feel like if the defense could kind of settle in, take the pressure off of Stroud a little bit, maybe make some defensive plays. Because Mahomes hasn't been Mahomes this year, okay? Making plays, of course, but he really did not have a great season. A very subpar season for Patrick Mahomes. So on that note, I want to go wild here. I have a future with Houston at 25-1. I said this from the beginning of the year that I did like Houston to make a run into the playoffs. All right, this was one of my favorite plays going into this upcoming season was the Houston Texans to win the Super Bowl at 25-1. And here we are. This is an upset in the making. All right, I like the hedge. I do like the hedge. When it comes to futures, of course. But this to me, I feel like is a lot of points. Okay, I'm on Houston plus 7.5 tomorrow, and I like the under 42.5 or 41.5. That's what I'm leaning right now. Houston plus 7.5 and the under 41.5. Those are my two plays currently that I like. Between these two, Houston, you never know. They might have an upset. It's very possible. Once again, the Chiefs are 8-0 at home. They're due for a loss, but we'll see what happens there. But Houston and the under are my leans right now tomorrow. Now we'll head to Detroit for what I think could be another close game and a possible upset too. I mean, a lot of people are not giving Washington a chance at all. No one's giving Houston a chance at all. Here we go. Washington, all right, it opened up at 5.5. Detroit opened up at 5.5. Now went to 9.5. Obviously, for a hot minute, that 5.5 was looking pretty good. Now you're getting 9.5 points, damn near close to 10. It opened up at 53.5. Now it's at 55.5. I'm on the Commanders tomorrow. I'm taking dogs tomorrow. All right. Washington proved itself on the road with Tampa. You scored 20 points. Against Tampa's D. Detroit's D is not special at all. The only problem is, can Washington keep up with Detroit's offense? That's what I'm worried about. Can Jaden Daniels, who was the front runner for Rookie of the Year, who should win the Rookie of the Year, could he establish a game where he can stay? It's like a game of checkers, chess and checkers, battleship. You make one move, you get the other move. Can they keep up with Detroit's offense? That's the question for Washington tomorrow. And that's my only question. Okay. Detroit is at minus 9.5. Give me the Washington Commanders plus 9.5 for tomorrow. I would even buy a half point to plus 10 to cover that spread. And I like the over 55.5. It's the first time in a long time. I think since the last time we've seen a over-under this high was Tampa and Kansas City in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. All right. Over 55.5. I am on that game too as well for tomorrow. So Houston plus 7.5, under 41.5. And then we're going to rock out the Washington Commanders plus 9.5, maybe even plus 10, and the over 55.5. That's my Saturday plays. Okay. And once we get back, I'll talk to you guys about my Sunday plays. Then we'll get into NHL. That should wrap up the rest of the show. This is the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, and give me two. I'll be right back. Don't worry about it.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete. We're here live. We're here live on 12 Ounce Sports, YouTube, and of course, Roku. I'm having fun. Hopefully everyone's having fun as well. The work week is over, at least for most of us, I hope. Those that are still working, finish up strong. We're heading to the end of the week here. Those that are working on the weekends, hey, we appreciate that. We really do. I mean, hard work comes a long way, and it always gets noticed, whether if you think it does or not. Okay, it really does get noticed. So keep crushing it. Keep doing what you guys do, and at the end of the day, you get what you deserve. Really, you absolutely get what you deserve at the end of the day here. So much respect to everyone out there that just works their asses off. If you have a family or not, just making sure you have food on the table. I mean, you love to see that. You absolutely love to see that. So let's go, man. Let's have some fun. I'm going to start talking about the NFC, the Sunday games, I should say. Philly, LA, Baltimore, Buffalo. And we have two games tonight in the NHL. I'll break those down as well, give you guys a free play. And my only client play for tonight will be for everybody here that is tuning into the show this evening. So sit back, relax. Hopefully you cracked open a beer or your favorite drink of choice. I mentioned earlier, I'm drinking a Suffering Bastard. Really good. Ounce of gin, ounce of whiskey, a couple spritz of lime or lemon juice, doesn't matter, and a little bit of ginger ale. And it's pretty damn smooth. So enjoy yourselves this weekend, and of course, be safe out there. Make sure when you're making any sort of bets, and speaking of responsibility, make sure you hit up mybookie.ag. That is mybookie.ag. Promo code there is 12 Ounce Sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. YouTube, we have a subscription. If you want to sign up with YouTube, we have a betting platform out there. Three cappers from 12 Ounce Sports, including myself. You get your best bet. It's only $6 for the month. Okay, that's it. and you get 3 days for free to test the waters out. That's it. I mean, it's nothing ridiculous like most cappers on this app. So give it a shot. Really, give it a shot if you feel like it. If not, hey, you have 3 days. If you don't like it, you have to come back. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So real quick, the NFC. Let's talk about the NFC real fast as we have a couple minutes left here. All right, let's rock this out. I'm trying to bring this up. It's my fault. Okay. So on Sunday, 3:00, we have the Eagles and what could be a snow game. All right, we're expecting around 1 to 3, nothing crazy, nothing like a foot of snow, but between 1 and 3 inches is what's in the area for us on Sunday. Freezing temps. Eagles start at 6, now at 6.5. Looks like it's going to be closer to 7. So a lot of money going towards the Eagles. Over under was at 45.5, now 43.5. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. All right, Eagles are 8-1 at home this year. Obviously, the only loss was to Atlanta, but this game it's kind of iffy. This is like a 65-35 split, in my opinion. I feel like it could be a little bit more than that. LA with a nice emotional win against Minnesota, and with what they've been dealing with, it kind of irks me a little bit, but I'm okay because I know it's Stafford doesn't play well in bad weather. So let's see what happens in this game. I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles to cover. I think they win by a touchdown, to be honest. I think they barely squeak out the spread. And I still like the under. I like the under 43.5 in this spot here. Between the weather, there's going to be a lot of running the ball, killing the clock. Maybe like a 21-13 win for the Eagles. Sounds about right. We'll see what happens. But I'm on Philly and the under. And then Baltimore and Buffalo, man. This is going to be the game of the weekend. And this is a 1 spot for Buffalo now. It's been going back and forth. It opened at Baltimore being a favor. Then it went to Buffalo being a favor. Now Baltimore opened up at -1.5. Now Buffalo opened up at -1. Now Baltimore is favored by 1.5. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills. I do have a Ravens future as well. So I'm going to hedge this game out. So I like the Buffalo Bills money line at +110. And no movement with the over-under. This game is going to be a very cold game as well. I like the under 51.5 points. Battle of two great quarterbacks. Can they make the plays? It's a split game, but I'm going to go with the value here at home. Buffalo money line +110 is where I'm at, and I like the full game under 51.5. So there you go. There's my predictions on all the games here. All right. We'll see what happens. Really, we'll see what happens. But all in all, I do feel like Washington could cover, and same with Houston. That's just my 2 cents. And if we see upsets, we see upsets. I would love to see a Washington-Philly division NFC championship game for the right to go to the Super Bowl. Or I love the fact that, we'll see maybe a Houston-Buffalo or Houston-Baltimore sort of game. But the thing about this Bills Ravens game is going to be 13 degrees, but the real feel is going to be 3 below. Freezing, 70% chance of snow. These two teams, they're in cold towns, they're in cold cities. They're used to it. Almost 20 miles per hour gust. Exactly why I like the under. All right. Depends what team's going to show up more. Okay. So that's why I like the Bills more. You're at home. I just like Buffalo a little bit more in this spot here. Could go either way, but I like Buffalo there for sure. All right, here we go. Final 5, or I should say Final 4 now, presented by yours truly, Philly Pete. And tonight we have 2 games on the ice. Start off with Vegas, Carolina. Over-under here is at 6 at -105. You can buy down to 5.5 at -135. Carolina -150. Vegas +130. And it looks like Carolina's 60% of the public money on Carolina, and this is a back and forth in terms of over. Okay, the under is the trend here between these two teams. All right, 45, 39, and 5. So a little bit of a trend to the favor of the under. I lead under in this game. I want to go under 6 at -115. However, I'm going to go with some value. That -150 is a little pricey for my liking. So I'm going to go Carolina Hurricanes puck line. Carolina Hurricanes puck line at plus 180 tonight. So that's my two little plays there. It leans. This game did not make my card at all, but I want to give you guys leans of what I like in this game in general. So under 6 and Carolina Hurricanes puck line at plus 180. There you go. The game that a lot of people are going to be on is the over in this game. Pittsburgh, Buffalo. Here we go. This is basically a pick. Buffalo with a slight edge, minus 115. Pittsburgh, minus 105. Okay. Over-runners at 6 at minus 120. 65% of the public money on Buffalo. 65% of the public money on the over. Okay. The over is 49, 32, and 9. 49, 32, and 9 to the over. So the trend is heavily on the over, and that's where I'm at tonight. Give me the first period over 1.5, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and the full game over 6. I lean Buffalo money line. Didn't make my card, but I do lean Buffalo money line. The client play of the night, free play for everybody. This is the client play for tonight. This is also going to be the subscribers play, everything. Okay. Now I do like the first period over, but the client play, the free client play for everyone tonight, it's one play only for one unit. It's going to be Pittsburgh, Buffalo, full game over 6 at minus 120. That's Pittsburgh, Buffalo, full game over 6 at minus 120 for a full 1 unit is my best bet for everyone. Okay, it's a client play. All right, subscriber play. And it's also going to be a free play for those that are tuning in for tonight. So my Friday night fun play. Let's have fun. It's 2 games. Don't go crazy. So there you go. Carolina puck line plus 180, full game under 6. Buffalo money line, full game over 6 in the first period over 1.5. The best bet for the subscribers, for the clients, for everyone tuning in is the full game over 6 at minus 120 is for a 1 unit play there tonight. So free for everybody. Let's have fun on this Friday. All right. Simple as that. All right. That's what I like to hear. So other than that, hopefully everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know I will, stay calm, stay relaxed. Those that live in the Northeast, we're going to be getting pummeled by the freezing air, the frigid air. And hey, nothing more than just staying warm and having a couple of drinks and just watching some good sports. So listen, everyone take off. I'm signing off. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. All right. Be safe, everyone. And I will talk to you guys again on Monday. Good night. And let's cash out some tickets.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too.